They'll
grab
never
one of
see us.
I think they have one of their guys down on our floor here.
No, just hide.
I dare him to come down to this mess. Holy shit, they found my weakness!
I'm gonna get over here, pop a back.
What's up, guys? It's Bax, the thickest gas daddy. And today I'm here bringing you guys the second installment of my advanced caustic guide. First thing I want to say is, to anyone who's new here or just subbed from the last video, thank you so much. The response that I got on that video was unprecedented. I did not expect to get as many. I think it's at like almost 5,500 views right now. And for someone like me, that's a lot. And I really appreciate it. So thank you guys so much. I'm really excited to see that there are a lot of people in the community who like playing Caustic and, you know, want to get better at him and want to attempt to play him in a more competitive environment and not just to mess around with in pub lobbies. So tonight, I'm going to talk about ranked and unranked, but I want to focus in on something I spoke about in my original video. So a lot of the stuff I'm going to talk about will be based off of that. I would recommend you watch it if you haven't. I'll have the link in the description for that. But something I said, something I say a lot whenever I've explained this to people over the last few months of me playing him. I guess it's been longer than a few now, but ebb and flow is my favorite. It's my favorite way to talk about it. The ebb and flow of Caustic. I said it in the first video, and I'm going to go into a little bit more detail on that with regards to going and being aggressive and falling back and being defensive. So I'm going to have clips from public lobbies and ranked lobbies, and that's what I'll be focusing on the most in this video. So let's get right into it. So this is quite a long fight, and I'll try to keep up, and it's very quick. A lot of things are happening here. So first and foremost, I get into a fight with this Caustic. I missed a little bit, but he made a big mistake. Don't throw your traps in the middle of a fight, especially at another Caustic that does absolutely nothing. So I was able to get an easy knock on this guy falling in and out of the stall. And I know that I have gas everywhere, and this Gibraltar dropped his dome, so I was able to run in, kill the last of his team, and revive my teammate because I know the only way they could come is from behind me. This is already risky. There are a lot of places I could be attacked from, but we've already lost a teammate, and one of my teammates was down, so I figured, you know what, might as well just go for it. We're getting sieged. I'd rather have him up than not. So first thing I do to heal, I go back. Cocoon method. Talk about that in my first video. I'm waiting. I know my teammate's dead. Right now I'm hearing footsteps everywhere. There's definitely more than one team, so I know there's no point in even trying to get them. I just get to sit here and wait. Nobody even notices that I'm here. They're just all walking past me. Ebb and flow. I'm sitting defensive. Walk out. I strike. Immediately shoot that guy. I threw my gas there to zone everybody out. I know now that I'm basically safe from all angles, and I can see if people are pushing me. I was able to get big damage down and knock somebody. Go right back into the trap, throw it down, pick it right back up, leave it. I still have 3 traps. I'm able to poke out again. I get a kill, and then I'm fighting another team that's here. I get hurt. I instantly fall right back into my gas. Throw down another trap. Little armor swap. Accidentally push this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really sure how to control that all the time. So I sometimes push the traps when I don't want to, and that was definitely a situation where I didn't want to. But right there was a little bit of an overextension, but I used cover and got a nice little no-scope. I just keep falling back here, putting traps down. I still have a trap behind me for later on if I need to maneuver. Armor swapping, that's another thing, guys, really important. That's not just a Caustic-only thing there. Armor swapping is really important to make sure that you are, if you're trying to be like playing in higher games, the quicker you are able to swap armor in the middle of a fight, the better it's going to be for you because you don't have to heal. You're going to go back to full health, but you don't have to heal. But you have to keep in mind which boxes you have used the armor from in the past. So here we go again. I was fighting. I was being aggressive. I'm hurt. I said, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take this fight from full health. I had swapped my purple armor. So after that fight with that team, I was finally able to come back and get that Wraith. But you always want to think to yourself, should I take this fight or should I go defensive? And in that situation, that's where I was just falling in and out very quickly in a stall. So here's another one. I land. I'm getting outnumbered. I only got an arc star there. So I throw a trap there. Now they can't chase me. They're gonna try to punch me. It's early game. So I get a knock on one of them. They were trying to run through my gas. So right here, this Pathfinder, I get my head conked by him and I fall down. He's got a PK. And we're in a 1v2 situation, just dropped, and he has a PK, and we're able to take that win, or take the fight right there, because he's in the gas. He can't aim that well, and I'm able to full loot his body. Here's another example. I completely stop the team from pushing up. I go up, you know what, I'm going to wait a second. I'm not just going to go straight down, throw my ultimate. I pulled it out before I went down so that I would have time to readjust where I wanted to go and not fall with it in my hand. I wanted to have it out already. I didn't want to be taking it out because it takes a while to get the the ultimate out in your hand. So here's a situation where I'm trapped in a building. Look at that Wraith. She ran up. She immediately was like, nope. She just ran right back the other direction because she saw me throw that trap. She knew there was no way in hell she was pushing me. So I throw a little trap there because I know where that Bloodhound is. It's going to be hard for him to climb up, and as I was correct, he couldn't climb up. I was able to push him, miss a little bit here, but I'm able to, with some good movement, take him down. Just a sliver of health. So again, aggressive, right back into defensive. I'm immediately going back in and healing myself. I'm just waiting, looking around. What's going on? Trying to get some heals. If somebody pushed me, they would not only be blinded, but chances are they would not be able to shoot me while I'm in my trap. But every time I get up, as you can see, I'm picking up my trap, so I still have the uses of the traps that I need. I don't want to just leave it there because I might need it later. And that's a decision you have to make, should you keep it there or not. I'm able to go through the portal. I trapped it so that nobody could go back, and I got the knock on the last person. I shot the trap there trying to kill this Wraith that was self-resing, and the trap just went flying. So sometimes the traps are really buggy and there's nothing you can really do. But here's another example. Didn't mean to bait my teammate. He was just standing in the corner while I'm healing. And look at this. He gets knocked. He's Mirage, so she doesn't know where he is. I see that she armor swaps. I have all intel here. She has no idea where I am. I walk out. Crouching Tiger, hidden Caustic. And she's just confused. Where did he come from? Boom. This is the beginning of Season 4. This was the first day, I think. So we were in what would essentially be pred lobbies. And this is the beginning of the clips I'll have here that are ranked. So, first off, jumping on a roof like I just did there, if I had known they were both up there, I would not have done that. I only thought that there was the single Wraith up top. But as you see, the second I get rezzed, I let my teammate go first. No point in me jumping up and getting shot. I immediately go to the wall and get cover. Because, as I said in my first video, you always got to worry about cover. Now, I learned something here that even I didn't know this. I throw my trap, I shoot the trap just to stop them from coming out, and I go to shoot the Watson traps, but Caustic traps destroy Watson traps. I didn't know that. So, if you have a Watson in a building, you can throw your traps and activate them, and it will destroy her defenses without you being able to shoot them. I had no idea. So we were able to hold this building from a siege with the use of Watson and Caustic. And right here we see it again. These are like, you know, plat, diamond, pred lobbies, because this was day 1 of season 4. So everyone who was Predator was in these lobbies. And even though we're in the middle of the open, we're using the traps here to hide in, along with the trophy system from Watson, or her ultimate. And we're able to just stand here. Nobody can push us. I get a nice heal res for my teammate, and he had a golden backpack. So I come up half health, immediately trap myself, and I start healing. I'm calling out, hey, if you need to fall back into my trap. I can come out and poke and help you. But no one is pushing us right now. Of the last few teams, no one wants to push us because they're getting pressured right now in a small circle situation. We're getting calls that they're down there fighting, so we go in for the third party. We come up. I know that they're all behind the wall. I throw an ultimate into the Bangalore's gas, which is one of her biggest weaknesses against a Caustic. If you get an ultimate or a trap in her gas, you can see them. And they can't, they're burning in it, and they don't even know that it's there. So I threw the ultimate, hit everybody. But this is something I will say about myself that I need to get better as. Right here, I should have been helping my team. We get the win, but I was in the trap, and I should have been helping my team in that situation. So here, this is against, I think this is Liquid. So this is not a team that's, you know, a pushover team. These are really great players. They're going to hit you with every shot. Their aim is impeccable. So I get the call to go down once cracked. I a little overextend here, but I'm able to gas them out of this whole room and knock the Wraith. We're now in this room, and it's completely gassed. So I know my teammates are at a slight disadvantage, but so is the enemy, because they're, you know, everybody's blind now. And this is an example where I wouldn't have normally pushed, but I saw my teammate push, so I got in there and I threw my ultimate down. And I think they said I suicide stunked them, which I thought was a pretty good way of putting it. So I suicide stunked them, and we were able to get a squad wipe there. And nobody can push us now, because even though I'm waiting for the res, they're immediately setting up. And that was an example of getting in, being super aggressive, and now instantaneously, even though I'm down, the defensiveness is coming up. My Watson immediately started building. My Wraith picks me up while the Watson is healing. I get up, and I immediately start trapping. I have a trap in front of the elevator, so if we get pushed, they can't come in. So here's an example of another end game in a high-tier lobby where another Caustic actually comes running up on me. We have it all trapped, and this is the time where it gets very hectic, and it's easy to lose track of where you are, but you just need to stay calm and don't overextend. So you can see here I'm playing inside, I'm not leaving my traps. I see it's another Caustic. He's throwing his traps at me. I failed to tell this to my teammate, that some of these traps weren't mine. So he starts taking some damage, though, Watson, as you can see. Shout out to Scola. And I said, hey, sorry, I should have called that out. I should have said that it was not my trap, so you didn't burn, but it's no problem. As you can see right here, I get up, I go on high ground, and the call was made, hey, high ground, we got high ground. You know, unless we're going for a kill, don't leave high ground. So my teammates drop down, they're securing a kill, they immediately climb right back up. The only reason I dropped there is because I was in front of that door and I could retreat into the building. I would not have left high ground if it was on any other part of the building than a door I could easily go into. So here, we're in a fight against the last team, and we're fighting inside of a building. This is the most perfect ending for a Caustic. So now we've knocked one of them, they've knocked one of us. We know it's a 2v1. So I take this fight with the Wraith, she shoots me up. I have a gold vest, so I get a bat off really fast. My teammate gets a bat off. I go ahead and I hop down, we're looking for the Wraith. I get shot. I say, hey, relax. We don't need to worry. It's a 2v1. Alright, we're going to be fine. We just need to heal up. I know where she is because of my trap. I saw her climb up. I say, hey, she's up top. She's up top. I go, hey, I'm big. I'm Caustic. I'm going to get beamed every time someone sees me. So I'm going to go out first, and you're going to bait me. Alright? So he says, okay, we're ready. Boom. I bait the shot of the PK. We both push together. It doesn't matter that she broke my armor almost, because we're right on top of each other, moving together as a unit. Making sure we can grab that win right there. You always want to stick with your team. And here's another example of sticking together and zoning. So I know they can't come in because of my traps. I wrap around after we get one knock, and I'm able to secure the second knock, and I'm able to secure the third knock with my whole team. As you can see, my entire team was together. I didn't get all those kills single-handedly. We all pushed as a complete unit. This right here is one of my favorite plays that I've ever made playing on Caustic. And it completely exemplifies the ebb and flow. It was in a public lobby, but I was able to survive alone against, I think, 4 or 5 teams. And they're killing each other, I'm killing them, because they can't do much to me. And this is in such an awful position. So I'm sitting in my traps, I'm getting some heals off, running low on heals, but I'm completely safe. So I see this guy, I peek out, get a crack, I go for a push I shouldn't have gone for, but I immediately fall back. Cover all the time, no matter how small it is, you use cover. So I'm using this bin as cover. He pushes into my trap. I'm able to break his armor, get a knock. I'm using this, the only cover that I have. I'm getting 2 knocks. I'm able to take him out. I'm going for an armor swap here, but that guy was being, you know, squirrely, so it was a little hard to hit him. Get the kill, get an armor swap. Another team's already pushing me. I put down a defensive trap, and now I'm just in an aim fight with this guy. But I'm still using the only cover I have, even though I can see his teammate up there. I see the Mirage coming for me. He gets killed by another team. So I go, you know what? I'm just going to go down here. I'm going to heal myself up a little bit. And it's going to be hard for them to be able to shoot my traps from the bottom to break them in this high intense situation. So they both double push me into my trap, and I'm able to just get a knock. No health. Instantly defensive again. And this is just like microsecond decisions going in and out of defensive and aggressive. I got a little lucky there. That's the fortification. Kept me alive with 1 HP. I'm health only against this Wraith, and I'm able to kill her because she keeps walking into my gas and taking just a tick of damage. So again, cover, all cover. Alright guys, that does it for this section of the Advanced Caustic Guide about making sure you remember how to be offensive and then defensive. And I really wanted to exemplify how quickly you have to swap from going full aggression to full defense back to back. I really hope that this helps. Again, the feedback in the last video was incredible. I love talking to you guys in the comments, so please, comment, let me know what you guys think. I plan on making more guides in the future that don't have to do with just Caustic specifically. I want to make some videos on ranked, other legends. I've had some good ideas from people commenting on what I should make videos on, and I'm really excited, honestly, to continue doing this. It's been so much fun talking to the community. I can't say thanks enough. It's enjoyable to me to be able to talk to people who love the game as much as I do and discuss tactics and things like that. So I'm really excited to make some more videos in the future. I'm going to make videos about, ranked positioning, movement, rotations. I have some in the works for how to play as an IGL, how to play a support role, how to be a good teammate, stuff like that. I'm really excited for it. So let me know what you guys think. I'm excited to talk back to you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.